Wing Chun Master Ip Man and his family moved to Hong Kong in 1949 after their escape from Japanese-occupied Foshan. In 1950, IP attempts to open a school to propagate his art, as well as make a living during the difficult times, but struggles to attract students due to his lack of reputation in the city. One day, a young man named Wang Shun-lung appears and promptly challenges IP to a fight, but is easily defeated.
Wing Chun Ip Man. 你而家知啦。
Wang storms off and brings a gang of his friends to take revenge, but IP easily beats them as well.
喂，問手。都話唔使除衫㗎啦。
Stunned and impressed by IP's skills, Wang and his friends become IP's first students, bringing more disciples to help the school thrive.
師傅，王坤，請受徒弟一拜。師傅，我係徐世昌。
係先啊！
嚇？
唔使咁麻煩啦，我哋詠春拳咧係以最短嘅時間。 一攻一打去擊倒對方嘅，嗱攤打嗱係攻守合一嘅，腰帶打一字衝拳去擊倒對方嘅，嗱攤打嗱攤打，阿良，師傅。 打交啦，繼續練啦。
要叫佢哋交學費啦。
邊個有就俾住先啦。
咩啊？
都係時候交學費啦。
哦，我媽最近。 要用錢，所以誒，師傅，多謝師傅。
咁你都知啦，家環境又唔係咁好，冇辦法啦。
IP then heads to the market to buy food, but sees some shop owners trying to stop a man who seems to be Chao Ching Chuen stealing their food. IP intervenes and pays for the food, although Chao does not recognize IP anymore as his son reveals that his father was shot by the Japanese soldiers. Wang is later confronted by some thuggish Hung Ga students while posting promotional posters for IP's school. One of them, K, challenges Wang to a fight and loses.
離開過嗰條中線。
But his vengeful friends take Wong hostage and demand a ransom from IP. IP goes to the local wet market as directed. But the meeting ends in a confrontation with a growing mob of Hung Ga students.
師傅後面，喐佢啊！
走得啦，至算啦。
原來你真係可以一個打10幾個嘅。
你要跟貼我啊？
師傅，跟貼我啊！
叶师傅，
你做咩啊？你要街啊！
Fighting their way outside and hopelessly outnumbered, IP and Wong are rescued by Jin Shamshao, a martial artist, former bandit, and ex-rival of IP, who comes to their aid with his own gang. The student's master and head of the coalition of Hong Kong's martial arts clubs, Hung Chun-nam, arrives to break up the fight. IP introduces himself, and Hung informs him that before setting up a school, he needs to partake in a special ceremony to test his worth.
而家你知啦，唔使講咁多啦。呢啲就係要開武館嘅規矩。
IP, Wang, and Jin are subsequently arrested by Fatso, a Chinese detective RHKPF officer, for disturbing the peace but are later released on bail. Hung and Fatso secretly meet with Superintendent Wallace, an RHKPF corrupt British senior officer, to deliver protection money collected from both the local shops and martial arts schools. IP attends the ceremony and easily defeats his first two challengers, before battling the last challenger, being Hung himself, to a draw.
承讓。
多謝留守。
請。承讓。
嚟啊！
冇事，師傅，羅師傅冇事啊嘛。
行開，張腿啊，真係好事。
IP is allowed to keep running his school in exchange for paying protection fees, but he declines to do so. In response, Hung has his students deliberately loiter in front of the Wing Chun school and harass prospective students, resulting in a street brawl between them and IP's disciples. IP is thus forced by his landlady to leave the property he leased for his school. The disciples resort to training in the local park. IP confronts Hung, who blames him for the recent events since he refused to pay, while IP criticizes Hung's management of his students and subservience to the foreigners. Hung insists that he is doing what he must and decides to finish off his earlier duel with IP. Hung's son suddenly appears during this encounter, and IP stops Hung from accidentally kicking the boy, while also suggesting that he prioritize spending time with his family over settling their dispute. IP's wise counsel earns him Hung's respect. IP leaves, and the next day, Hung gives him and his students free tickets to a martial arts exhibition arranged by Wallace and Fatso. At the exhibition, the various martial arts schools seek to promote themselves and by extension, Chinese culture. However, Wallace's guest, boxer Taylor the Twister Miller, openly insults and assaults the students, causing a brawl that the masters try to quell.
Punch! Come on! Come on! Come on! More power! What's this? You should stick to dancing! So this is Chinese boxing? Come on! Come on!
Hung demands that Twister apologize. In response, Twister challenges Hung to a fight, saying that he will apologize for his behavior if Hung wins.
Fight!
At first, Hung's wide range of skills and techniques allow him to hold his own.
You do fine.
唔係咁易嘅。
Okay, go get it.
However, most of his counterattacks have little effect on the younger and more fit Twister, and he is slowly worn down by the boxer's powerful punches. IP tries to persuade Hung to concede, but the old man refuses, and even stops IP from throwing in the towel himself. In the final round, Hung suffers from an asthma attack, allowing Twister to gain the upper hand. And Hung is eventually beaten to death against the ropes. News of Hung's death spreads throughout the city, enraging the Chinese populace. One of Wallace's superiors scolds him for the turn of events, and Wallace then arrests and tortures IP's friend, newspaper editor Lung Khan, for publishing the news. Fatso intervenes and releases him with no charges. A press conference is held the following day, where Wallace lies about Hung's death being accidental, and Twister announces that, in order to clear his name, he will accept a challenge from any Chinese martial artist. However, he continues to disrespect the Chinese and boasts that none of them have the courage to face him. IP arrives and challenges Twister to a fight, while Fatso secretly meets with Khan and offers him compromising information on Wallace. As his pregnant wife goes into labor, IP prepares for his match with Twister.
各位聽眾千祈唔好走開啊！場真正公平、公正同埋公開嘅比賽嚟㗎。
你詠春有冇信心打贏佢啊？葉師傅，你今次為個人而戰。葉師傅，全香港人都支持你㗎，俾心機啊！葉師傅，佢手。
Excuse me, sir. To your corner. Yeah? Please.
This'll be a piece of cake, mate.
You have to follow my instructions at all times. When I say break, break.
分開就分開。
When I say fight, fight.
我話打就打。
I can finish you off with 2 punches.
Fight!
The match starts badly for IP due to his unfamiliarity with Western boxing, allowing Twister to knock him down several times, but he gradually manages to use his Wing Chun techniques and superior speed to even the odds.
disqualified.
During the match, Wallace and his allies attempt to rig the match in Twister's favor, refusing to penalize him for an illegal hit and issuing a ruling that IP cannot use kicking attacks or he will be disqualified. After seeing visions of Hung and remembering his advice to focus on weakening Twister instead of trading blows with him, IP switches up his strategy, crippling Twister's arms and eventually managing to beat him into unconsciousness with a series of strikes to the head and ears. While the Chinese celebrate, one of Wallace's superiors arrives and orders the other officers arrest him for corruption and abuse of power. IP addresses the audience, stating his wish for everyone to respect each other despite the differences between their race, culture, or status. Both the Western and Chinese audiences give him a standing ovation, while Twister's manager angrily disapproves, gets up and he leaves the arena in disgust all the while. He continuously shakes his head. IP goes home, reunites with his family, and meets his newborn son, IP Ching. Sometime later, Wong introduces his master to a boy named Bruce Lee, who wishes to learn Wing Chun in order to beat up people he doesn't like. An amused IP smiles and simply tells him to come back when he has grown up.